You're back with another one. This time we got top 10 anime battles, top 10 anime final battles. Got to make sure you're throwing that final with a lot of emphasis and power and my top 10 anime. so, yeah, you know I love them. Make sure y'all like the video, sub to their channel, like my video, sub to my channel too. And let's get into it.
First and foremost, spoiler alert, as this list
I forgot he
consists
be
of mainly the
eating
grand
his mic.
finale fights. Final fights are the epitome of a series, bringing to a close all the emotional build-up and finishing it with a real bang. When delivered properly, it brings together the finest elements the series had to offer, to give us a battle with all the suspense and action it can provide. Now that's what you call a rampage. With the strategist gone, his unrestrained raw fighting skill is on full display. The early episodes may have misled many into believing that it's just a light-hearted shonen anime, but that innocence is what makes this finale so much more powerful. A battle between the ultimate swords and the inheritor of the sword that invalidates weaponry. Both crafted by a master seer and alchemist, having a duel to the death.
Why
for the
were there
sake of
so many swords in that
unrequited
little
love
ass room?
and loss. Even with a fountain of blood everywhere and a body riddled with bullets, he still manages to protect her hair. The accumulation of 7 generations of honing a style has proven to be the deadliest deviant blade of them all.
Like he really snapped her sword like it was made of glass. It, like easy. Easy. Devilman Crybaby, I heard so
Not
much
all
good shit
final
about this.
battles have a happy ending. These two were polar opposites who ended up being best friends and are now fighting as the last remaining beings on Earth. The anime as a whole is designed to tug at heartstrings and make viewers question who the real monsters are, humans or demons. Even this final battle was the result of Satan's love towards his closest friend versus the rage of Akira losing his loved ones. In this world-ending battle, there were times when it almost felt like Akira would win, but they were all just fleeting moments of hope. The tragedy doesn't end there though, as you realise all that fighting was just another punishment to teach Satan how it feels to be human, how it feels to lose something you love, and then to repeat the entire process for eternity.
I was not expecting to hit that hard. Alright, something I seen. Cool. Cause that was emotional.
The final boss is here, and he shouldn't have angered this high schooler. And interestingly, we have 3 generations of JoJo's in a single scene. For a non-stand user, this may seem like 2 muscular guys staring at each other menacingly, with occasional bleeding. But the whole world's fate depended on this fight. After provocatively walking towards each other, they finally unleash each other's stand. But Dio had time on his side.
Josuke. Josuke's life was dependent on it too.
However,
We
it
just
wasn't
didn't know
long
at the
before
time.
Joestar gives this vampire a taste of his own medicine. He ends a villain portrayed as an unstoppable force throughout multiple generations with a punch to the leg that explodes Dio's head. This clash between 2 of the most powerful stands marks not the end, but only the beginning.
That trash ass redesign of Dio, oh my gosh, bro. I can't believe they really try to pull that off. What is with that lip color, the shortened hair? No, I'm not done talking about him. I'm not done roasting his ass. Get back here. Get your ass back here. Like, look, that's cool right there. That's great. That looks intimidating. I mean, I wish his hair was a little bit longer. Like, it was longer before. I don't know why it shortened, but
He ends a villain portrayed as an unstoppable force
and then they
throughout
go
multiple generations with a punch to the leg that
go
explodes
ahead, go punch
Dio's
through
head.
him. Show
This
his
clash between 2 of the
show his
most
trash
powerful
design.
stands marks not the end.
Look at that, bro. What is that? Who is that? That is a whole new person. Like, you don't just change Dio at the last second and be like, hey, look, he's even stronger now. He's cut his hair. He has green lips. Like, bro, that's not, no. 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 We're not gonna do that. Like, let him be beat as the Dio that we seen all season. Don't try to pull up no Dragon Ball Z type transformation right at the end. No. No. I'm glad he didn't come back. I'm glad. I like his son much better.
But only the beginning.
Even though I'm on like episode 3 of, of Golden Ring. But still.
This is their first meeting. They never even saw the other until this fight. But both knew
that is true.
that this was an inevitable encounter. They both desire this fight, one for justice and the other for bloodlust against a worthy opponent. These masters were
just
in a class
freaky
of
for no
their own
reason.
compared to the rest who let their servants do the talking. It was a given that a battle between these two would be an action-packed finale. There were no words uttered, just pure action. But the attention to detail is what sets this fight apart from the rest, especially the priest underestimating the power of the last shot and having to pull the bullet off course to avoid a lethal wound. This atmosphere of unpredictability, coupled with the full extent of their skills, were beautifully portrayed, with excellent animation to make this a visual feast.
I'm so glad Kerry won that. I'm gonna be honest. Like I was not trying to see that man win the Grail. Dang, I forgot his name. I keep wanting to say Kari Amato, but that's the dude with the bugs.
An intriguing aspect of this fight
I gotta
is
watch
that
this
both
whole movie,
combatants
like-
are of Western descent, and yet
I keep
appear
seeing
to
this
be
fight.
the most
I
honourable fighters
reacted to
in
this
anime
fight,
about
and it was
samurais.
lit, so I got to see the whole fight.
In other words, a fight between weebs during their visit to Japan. This fight is literally perfect.
If I remember,
It
the fight's
doesn't
gonna be
scream
up there
through
in
with
the
slow fighting,
right
nor
in
does
the-
it overwhelm
in this corner
you with
where my face is
distracting,
at.
explosive visuals. It's perfectly choreographed, with ideal pacing, coupled with gorgeous animation, and soundtrack to truly showcase a battle between expert samurai. Their movement around the terrain and the use of their surrounding environment to their advantage just adds to this epic package of a fight. One of the finest sword fights in anime history.
Also pointing up. I don't know if it's recording in reverse or not, but it's whatever side that my face is on. So you know the iCard. You on YouTube? I don't know. I'm explaining it.
Ichigo versus Aizen. Winner, Urahara. Apart from Urahara sniping the victory, this was an epic battle against an entity closest to God. Aizen was
really
so
does get all the
powerful
credit,
he
though.
completely overpowered the
Hey
entire
guys, I beat
Soul
Aizen.
Society. However, Ichigo's
Hey, Michiko-
unlocked
no.
powers were on a
Michiko
level
didn't.
even beyond that,
It was me.
to the point that there were no sound associated with the inflicted damage. He completely disrespected Aizen by grabbing his face and forcibly relocating it to a different battlefield. The difference was immense enough to even fool Aizen into believing he was destroying the mountains. The only thing missing was Ichigo returning the favour of catching a sword swing with just one finger.
Honestly,
Overall, it was an epic conclusion to Aizen and Urahara's chess battle.
grabbing him by the
Especially
face.
the revelation that Ichigo was actually Urahara's pawn, not Aizen's.
What?
Was actually Urahara's pawn, not Aizen's.
He was his pawn? But either way, it's more disrespectful to grab a person by their face and throw them across the the battlefield than catching it with one finger. So catching a sword with one finger. So I'm pretty sure that's he's got his revenge for that.
There is exaggeration, there is extreme exaggeration, and then there is Gurren Lagann, that
Show so over the
disproves
top.
Darwin's theory of evolution. This is probably the grandest finale in this entire list, where countless planets and even galaxies are used for attacks. It was an especially nice touch to have the final form that resembled Kamina's body and Simon's head, reminiscent of the original head and body gunmen combo. There was no real evil in this fight. Both were fighting for their definition of protecting the universe. But as the battle prolonged, the anti-spirals ironically, started showing signs of determination and willpower, just like the spirals. The final fistfight between a god and a human was an epic variation in the movie version, showing it off with a blood drill.
There's a movie version? Hold up. Hold up. I'm gonna have to dip back into Gurren Lagann. There's a movie version.
I'm the only one who can kill you and set you free.
It was time we came to know
finished Cowboy
what the
Bebop.
Space Cowboy was all about.
That's
and
definitely
the
a shame.
mysteries surrounding his flashbacks. With the two having an unexpected past, Spike made sure his last stand was an unforgettable one.
Hey, what would y'all
The
rate Cowboy
long-standing question
Bebop?
of the sword
Scale of
or
1
the
to 10.
bullet finally gets answered in this stunningly choreographed fight sequence. However, the highlight is the story it tells, which makes it almost a piece of art.
Shut up, Woj.
It's one of the most iconic scenes between friends of yesterday fighting as foes
Yep,
today,
Woj.
becoming the
Wasting time.
legends of tomorrow.
Talking about nothing.
Powerful yet sad finale. However, Spike's tragic past justifies his final moments of freeing himself from these lonesome shackles and ending the show with a bang.
Yeah, this is a final battle right there. This is a final battle. Dang, then what could be number one?
Full Metal Alchemist is a rare anime, where even the soldiers have a role.
I didn't expect
They are
anything
not
to be
just
on here, but
disposable
Goku
cannon
versus
fodder.
Jiren?
They
Is that what they
contribute to
talking
the
about?
fight against powerful foes like the headshot at Father. Having normal characters fight effectively makes the viewers appreciate the true powers of badasses like Roy and Wrath. This finale required every possible ally in existence to take on the Almighty Father. This is what makes this a unique end, as it is not simply the main character becoming overpowered and deals with the final boss alone. A combined effort by the entire cast was necessary to weaken Father to an extent sufficient enough for the main character to deal the finishing blow.
That's normally most shonen things though, where they just, oh, okay, that makes perfect sense. Where they just make one person like hella powerful to be able to take, like out of nowhere. They're just too strong
This may
now.
have been the longest retrieval arc in anime history, but also probably one of the best. A clash between boys who once couldn't even climb a tree, now all grown up, pitting each other's ideals in one final battle. It was such an emotional encounter that even Naruto forgot his own run. We see everything from hand-to-hand combat, strategies, and gigantic explosions.
I don't think that
The
run
lack
is
of background
very
music for a large chunk
efficient
of the
in a
fight
fight.
may have been weird to some, but it adds a sense of rawness to the fight, making it a lot more impactful. It's not a fight for glory, just two old friends exchanging everything they've got. The ending was an especially satisfying sight. Two individuals fully drained of chakra and just brawling like ordinary humans with all their might.
Like, it's actually wild how at that point, those are the two strongest people on the planet. And they're fighting each other.
If you enjoyed that, a like would...
But like on the planet, the whole planet. Bro, I've recorded 3 videos, 10 minutes long, not even each. And my laptop's at 34%. This is why I need my computer fixed. This is why. That was lit though. That was a lit video. The JoJo, I'm sorry for that JoJo rant. But like, come on, dog. That Dio design just it's always pissed me off, bro. I hated that Dio design. I hated it so much. I hated it. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna get out of here before I throw something. I hope y'all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.